Call Me By Your Name is directed by Luca Guadagnino and stars Timothée Chalamet, Armie Hammer and Michael Stuhlbarg. Set in the Italian summer of 1983, Elio, played by Chalamet, meets Oliver, played by Hammer, who is an associate of his archaeologist father, played by Michael Stuhlbarg. They at first don't really connect with each other at all. They start to really collide with one another on their personalities. However, Elio starts to develop feelings that he has obviously never felt before, and the two form a romance that will burn with incredible passion. Call Me By Your Name is one of those movies that's just getting such heavy buzz at the moment. So many critics out there are calling it one of the best movies of the year, a for sure contender for Best Picture. Timothée Chalamet should get Best Actor. All these different things are being thrown out. While I do agree with a lot of the acclaim for Call Me By Your Name, Timothée Chalamet is fantastic. He is a tremendous actor who gives a solid, subtle, beautiful performance in this movie, and it's very well directed. It's gorgeously shot. However, I had some kind of large storytelling issues with it. It's trying to tell this romantic story about two gay men, or two men who have homosexual feelings, but particularly in Elio's case, isn't totally sure whether he is homosexual or not. He does have a girlfriend that he does engage sexually with, but he also has Oliver. So there's that conflict within him. And I was deeply invested in his story. The way that Luca Guadagnino tells it, the way that he shows the beauty of this kind of romance, especially in a summertime. It is beautiful. It moves around all of these gorgeous Italian locations and captures it in this special way that is exactly what summer can feel like. It's fleeting, it's awesome to look at trees and water and fields of grass. It's almost constructed like a dream. There are some scenes which are so abrupt in their edits, or music or a score will be playing and then suddenly it cuts off and then moves on to something else. Or the characters will be interacting with one another in this strange dialogue way that isn't totally natural. And that is designed to make you feel like this is a kind of magical place, a magical time, for something that is also quite harrowing for many men to go through, for many people to go through, the ideas of sexuality. There are certain areas that this movie goes into that just were kind of unnecessary. There is one particular scene which involves a peach. Okay, fine, it's pushing that notion, it's challenging what you usually think of as homosexual behavior in film. The way that it is used after that is kind of odd. There is this emotional moment that you think is going to be carried through, but it just ends quickly and moves on to another scene. So you don't really get that feeling of purpose. And especially for the end of the movie, same problem. There's a penultimate scene which involves Michael Stuhlbarg's father character to Elio, as he's talking to him about what Elio has just gone through with Oliver. And it's gorgeous, just truly powerful in every single way. Not just what he's saying, but the emotion that Michael Stuhlbarg is giving that. He is for sure deserving of an Oscar nomination for Best Supporting Actor because of that one scene. And I thought that that was completely perfect and you should have just ended it there. But then the movie keeps going for about another 5 or so minutes. And it's wrapping up the story that already felt like it had been wrapped up. However, Call Me By Your Name is a beautiful film nonetheless. It deserves a lot of the acclaim. Sayonbo Muktiprom, a cinematographer I've never heard of, shoots this movie perfectly. 35mm cinematography always looks great. I will never see trees and water and sunlight quite the same way. That's what this movie did to me. Timothée Chalamet, perfect performance. This movie has so much going for it. It is challenging in a lot of different ways, and if that is your thing, then I will definitely recommend Call Me By Your Name. So Call Me By Your Name, have you seen it? Please tell me what you think about it in the comments below. There you go, the videos linked down here or one over there. For more Mr. Movies, please press my little face right there. Thanks for watching.